So the question is, how do you address all the shame and self-judgment that your parts hold? And there's no simple answer to this. There's not like you just do this and then you feel better. But what you can do, at least in terms with the IFS lens, you can sit with those parts that feel shame and sit with those parts that feel self-judgment as self. So that part of you that's calm and curious and connected and confident, and compassionate. So once we sit with those parts and witness the shame and witness the self-judgment, we can start to help that part let go of some of that through a process called unburdening. It's advanced. But just the simple act of saying, I know this part feels shame. And instead of pushing it away or telling it to go away or telling it that it's wrong, I'm just going to sit with it and feel that shame alongside it for just a little while. And that oftentimes starts to loosen up those parts and tangle them a little bit. And then you can really kind of get to know those parts, asking questions. Why do you feel shame? Where did you first start feeling shame? What happened? And instead of feeling shame, what would you like to feel? Shame often lives in our inner children or exiles, and those are very sensitive, and a lot of times our parts don't want us to get near them. Our protector parts don't want us to get near them. So sometimes another part will come in and be like, oh, we don't want to feel that shame, so push that away or whatever, and that's completely normal. That's completely normal. But even that just second that you sit with a part as in with that self energy starts to build that trust. So it's a patient process. We think sometimes that our feelings will kill us. Our parts feel like they're going to die. We are so unsafe. And there may be good reasons why they feel that way, because maybe there was that level of danger in your life. So there's a lot of reasons for these parts not to want to feel these things, and that's okay. We just kind of slowly, I don't know, you know what I think about? Like, I think almost like our parts are like feral cats in the neighborhood. You can't just go up to that cat and be like, hi, I want to be your friend. You're like, feed it a little bit. Create a nice warm spot for it to live. Over time, build that trust. And that's what we do with our parts, especially around shame and self-judgment. Because those are often the loudest parts, especially when we first start doing this work. They're often the loudest and the hardest to kind of sit with, because other parts don't like those parts and they come in and that. So I don't know if this has been helpful, but I really appreciate your question and that you're thinking this through and that you're willing to kind of talk about these parts of you that don't feel very good.